not very fancy, but now chat is on screen. Cool. I was kind of bummed. I did consider switching to Twitch temporarily, because I was like, I did kind of want to have chat on screen, because it also helps me know how bad the delay is when I can see the messages come in and stuff. But, yeah, no. Turns out Twitch does have a way, or Twitch. Picaro still has a way to do chat on screen, so problem solved. Also means my layout has changed again, which is great. Anyway, hello. Welcome to stream. I'm very tired. Because I was out all day. Yeah, no, energy might be lower on this one, who knows. I do have coffee that I'm trying to slam as quickly as I can to see if that will help. Especially since this stream is probably gonna have a lot of talking and commentary from me. Basically, the idea behind this stream is that ever since I was kind of like getting back into playing Cookie Run, which for anyone who doesn't know, is a funky little phone app. It's like an endless runner gacha game kind of thing. And I played it on and off for 2 or 3 years now, maybe. Basically, I played it once for like a year or so, and then I think it was around the time that Yogurt Cookie got added, or some shit like that. Like, just when his event was about to start, I like fell out of it. And then I don't remember when I rejoined. I remember how I rejoined. I don't remember when. Basically, I downloaded the app. I had deleted it from my phone because it's a bigger game, and I hadn't been playing it. And it was on my older, slightly shittier phone, so I deleted it. And then, like a friend, a mutual or something, who had me on Cookie Run asked me to try and get their username and, like, account info for them, because they were trying to recover their account, essentially. So I ended up re-downloading the app and logging in again. And then, you know, it was just kind of a downward spiral from there, where I ended up playing it and everything. Anyway, so ever since I've gotten back into playing Cookie Run, essentially, this past, like, few months or whatever, I've been like, you know what, fuck it. It might be fun to do a Cookie Run OC. And that want grew a lot because Art Fight's coming up, and I've been scrolling and bookmarking characters and prepping and everything, and a lot of people have been uploading Cookie Run OCs. And they're all very cute and creative and everything, and that really gave me the urge to make one. But I'm a stubborn bitch. So basically, going into it, I was like, okay, well, what are foods or things that I like that I can make a cookie based off? I couldn't really do coffee, which is kind of like an inside joke at this point with people who know me about my, like, coffee preferences and shit like that, so I considered coffee. And then latte and the other fucker, espresso. Those two came out, and I was like, fuck. Well, I don't want to do a coffee cookie because there's already coffee cookies. And I'm very stubborn, because basically if it already existed as a cookie in the games, or was a very, very popular OC that I saw a lot of, like the same, like Napoleon ice cream was one I've seen like a few different OCs of, like all different, but like, you know. So I was like, okay, well, I want to be a unique bitch, and I don't want to do anything that's already in the games. And then one morning at like 8 in the morning, I just woke up, and I just woke up with the idea in my brain. I had the note in my phone even from when I wrote it. It just said, salted caramel cookie - gravekeeper. So, for reasons I can't fathom, the cookie I'm gonna be attempting to design to make a character of mine today is a salted caramel cookie. And they're also gonna be like a gravekeeper or whatever. And so, we're doing this from scratch. The only prep work I let myself do in advance for this was making a mood board, which is what we've been staring at now. Which essentially, for anyone who isn't familiar, I suppose, with mood boards, in the design sense, is a thing you're kind of recommended to do before you start a character design, which is like, you get, you know, references for that character, whether it be like clothing references, materials. I tend to grab color palettes even though I never used them, I just grabbed them because I like looking at them. But yeah, like references for this stuff. For design palettes, especially for video games, it's not uncommon to have other characters as reference. If there's like a character that you want a similar vibe to or pull inspiration from one way or another, they tend to also be on mood boards and stuff. So this is the one I slapped together for Salted Caramel Cookie. And basically I just, you know, grabbed some color palettes for browns and stuff like that. I specifically grabbed sea salt, actually, because I kind of had, like, a vague idea of doing something with, like, sea salt being, like ornaments on their clothes or their hair or something. Like, just the idea of it sticking out of their hair or something. Kind of like this here, with the sea salt on top. I also grabbed butter pretzel, almond, and black raisin as kind of, like, vague character inspiration. Like, pretzel's here because her hat kind of has the same idea I want to do for salted caramel, because I just imagine, like, basically I'm imagining, like, my first impression is, like, this, like, hat that kind of, like, covers their face, and, like, a trench coat or something, like, very long and, like, flowing in a way. And then I don't remember why I put raisin here. I think I just liked their angsty energy, I guess. There's pretzel sticks here, even though it's not salted caramel related, because fucking... when I worked as a baker, cake decorator, I would make salted caramel cupcakes. Basically, salted caramel cupcakes on top would have the cube of caramel, which I have here, would have a sprinkling of sea salt, which I have here, and then would also have 2 pretzel sticks sticking out of it. So I always associate salted caramel with pretzel sticks. And I had the idea that, to go with the Gravekeeper thing, kind of like why I came up with it, is that you have like the pretzel stick and then like a cube or like a thin like slab of caramel on top, and it makes a shovel kind of thing. And like that's the thing they carry around, is a shovel made out of pretzel and caramel. And then that's why they're a Gravekeeper, because that's the only like object I could think of when you combine a stick and a cube, other than like a net. And last but not least, I had an idea for their hair. To have it very long and straight and kind of like coming apart, like sort of, you know, like bangs in the face or something, based on the way that like caramel like drips in layers when it's like melting. So that's like the current idea. I mean, basically from vibe alone, I'm getting the idea that they're going to be a very like quiet, scary figure, you know? So, yeah, let me sketch my first idea I had, basically. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the hat, because I didn't really... What kind of hat is that? It's like a, I don't know, a chimney sweep hat? So, I might look up a reference for it to do the style of hat I want properly, but I'm thinking, like, hat over the face. That, like, helps hide a lot of it. And then... the bangs and stuff coming down and covering like one side of the face mostly. So like the hat, and then the hat could have the crystal thing I was talking about. Like it could have like the top of a caramel. Probably find a way to pattern them so they look more natural and less fucking weird, but watching you draw and stuff is so calming. Thank you. I'm glad it can be. These are supposed to be fairly chill sessions, so to speak. So it's good to hear. So that's like very first impressions of what he can look like. Now it's time to draw some sort of pass at his shovel, which isn't that hard. It's fairly simple. I think maybe what I want to do is have it get like slightly wider towards the end. I'm gonna do Google chimney sweep hat. Chimney sweep hat. Wonder if I'll get, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get a Google for that. Is that the hat I'm thinking of? Kind of. Okay, wait, okay. Grave. Digger hat, okay. Is it just a top? No, that's not what I want. She's giving me fucking baseball caps. Ugly. No. Gravekeeper. Is that what I'm thinking of? Okay, there's a lot of different options here. And I can't. All of them are kind of similar, so I legitimately don't know which one I was thinking of. So, okay. So you got like your top hats and stuff, but for what I was going for, it seems I was thinking about something that the boxy one, like almost a train conductor fucking hat by the looks of it. And it has like a lip that goes over, and it's like made of metal, or not metal, but like a shiny material. Them fuckers. Apparently that's what I was thinking of. And they can have like logos and shit on them. Yeah, they have like rimming and shit. Okay, is there any clean references of that? Because I'm getting a lot of like old-timey photos or other people's art, and I do not want either of those. So I guess if I do that, I'm trying to just think about the salt thing I want to do, because it would have to go on their hat. I couldn't really do it on their hair. I guess I could mirror it like this and then have something here. So it could be like a decoration on the side sort of thing, and then have like a logo or something here. I don't hate that. I just don't know how to draw hats very well. So this will be a learning process. Depending on how well this part of it goes, I think I'm also gonna try and design them like a pet or whatever, like they have in the games, and maybe I'll mock up some abilities or something. Legitimately, for the pet, I'm just thinking like straight up like a tombstone or some shit. Still, like just that's all I could think of is just a tombstone. We go with the grave digging thing. The salt on the shovel is it's like having fucking thorn petals, or thorn petals, like rose thorns is what I meant. Like, fucking wouldn't you nick your hand on that? Should they wear gloves? Oh, Ollie, you're a genius. They should have gloves. God, you're so galaxy brain. Have them wear like fingerless gloves or something. I could always put salt crystals on the back of the gloves too, like I don't want to say like brass knuckles or anything, but you know, like just little. You never know who you're gonna need to punch in a graveyard, you feel? Oh, every single finger of that hand that I just did is like a slightly different style. Awful. I'm just gonna do the lazy way. Please. There we go. Perfect. Give them like fingerless gloves or something like that. I like that idea. I think that will add to their image. They're very, dare I say, stereotypical, like hobo-esque, you know? Like you got the hat and like a trench coat or heavy coat and gloves. The gloves are the pointy thing. Yeah, exactly. Not exactly brass knuckles, but like how it has the band on the back sort of thing, and you just pull over, and it just has like the decorative spikes or whatever. Like that, but it's like the crystals. I wonder if it should be tired. Should it be tired like he is, or should it be like happy like he is? Like which would be better? I like the idea of it being grumpy, but I also like the idea of it just being like chill. I am gonna be asking for feedback often, because I'm quite picky with designs usually. Like I usually go in with a very strong concept and get it pretty quickly, but for like little things I'm unsure about. I kind of like him being angry. I don't know why, I just like that better. Both are good, but like, I don't know, pouty, like cute angry. I like that. It should be chill. Sorry, like... Okay, so I wanted to have like the little blushy cheeks for sure. It should be chill. Not angy, just chill. It looks so fucking smug. It's stupid. Maybe okay. So the pets and the cookies have like different abilities that they do in the games, right? Maybe this guy, like when he has like 2 different abilities or something. Pardon me. And like during one ability, he's like a happy, oh god, that's a cone. He's like happy, and it's like the cute face. And there's another one where you know, and it's the angry face. and like as it does different abilities, it like switches between the 2 of them. I'm already really attached to them, by the way. I just feel the need to say that. I already really like the concept. This bitch, like, as I'm drawing the hair, this bitch is hitting like design bells in my head. There's a character in some piece of media that looks like this. Oh god, what the fuck? Who the fuck am I thinking of? Oh god, give me a second. I can definitely figure it out. Okay, it's the hair. It's the hair and the hat. Is it a Danganronpa OC, character? I almost said OC. Character, Danganronpa. I need to just go through a visual list of characters just really quickly. Wickham fandom. Give me characters. I want characters. Game characters. Okay. Is there a bitch? Is there a bitch that looks like who I'm thinking of? Danganronpa 2. No, but there's a hairstyle similar to what I'm thinking of. No. Aha, there's the bitch. What's your name? Koriko Shinjuji. I know nothing about you, but you definitely... Oh, let me get a picture of this bitch. It's the hair. It's definitely the hair and the hat. Is there character art of you I can take? Where the fuck? Come here. Cursed energy. Why the fuck? Horribly cursed energy. I don't know why the fuck. I've never played these games, and I don't know why I looked at him and I was like, yeah, this bitch. Similar energy. It's the hair and the hat. Cursed. I hate it. Alright, so we're using this as a base, and we are going to design some outfits. So the idea was, like, oversized trench coat, and I guess, like, yeah, like, just, like, a dress shirt or something underneath it, maybe? I don't know, what's something... He's not very fancy, I would say. So maybe not a dress shirt, but let's... I guess step 1 is figuring out a good design for the trench coat. I'm also gonna make these sketches a lighter color so I can draw over them in the brown. I like how I got all these references, and then I proceeded to not get a single reference of, like, actual clothing. I was like, I can just... I mean, like, I can figure it out, I think. Joke's on you. Don't listen to me, kids. You can never figure it out. You always think you can, but you can't. So let's see how this looks. I think I already know that the collar, or whatever, is way too big. I was like, huh, let's try it big. And it's a learning experience, because I've decided I don't want it that big. Because it clashes. Especially... I think, so step 1 when I do this again, make this smaller, and I think I want just like really big sleeves or something, but I guess we're gonna have to see how that looks in the end. So I got a streamer, what? Okay, I talked about this last time. What is it with me and having like the worst luck in the world when it comes to, okay. Fucking this one specific streamer I watch, Wayne Radio TV, he only seems to stream when I can't watch him. I think I'm learning that he streams Thursday nights around the times I stream. And if that's the facts, I'm gonna move my streaming day, I swear to God. Because I just want to be able to draw and listen to fucking Rain Baby O Brave TV fucking stream. Ugh, tragedy. I'm envious of how well you draw. It's, thank you. I was gonna say it's a nightmare. Not like how well I draw, I just mean like drawing in general. It's a nightmare. It's just funny you say that on a designing stream where it's just so chaotic. I don't know what I'm thinking for this design of the trench coat. I'm just thinking that like the inner lining bit is like a different color or something, like a lighter shade, I think. Also, what would be a good design or something to put on his hat? I'm thinking having the salt crystals like on the corners and like coming off the side, and then having like something here. On the actual hat I was looking at, what it was like a trim, like a gold trim here, and then like a small little gold design like here, a little fancy thing. But I don't know if I like that or not. So I'm trying to think. Okay, so mainly for me, I think the hair's great. The hat's pretty much done. Like, it's just figuring out a face design. That might be better than just what I have. It's mainly the trench coat that's fucking me up. It's not quite, you know? I kind of want him to have the trench coat, but I almost feel like it, like, obscures too much, so I'm wondering if I should, like, instead of making, like, a big trench coat, I should make it much, like, thinner / smaller, like, don't bulk out the sleeves at all. But I don't know. So I guess that's what I'll try next. Let's try some less invasive trench coat designs. I kind of like that better, shape-wise. You'll notice when designing characters, I talk about shapes so much. I think it's mainly because my art style has become so shape-focused over the years, is that I like making shapes, especially in relation to character personality, very obvious. So I maybe that's part of it too, is that the trench coat's too, like, he's very, like, straight lines and everything, but the coat's very, like, folds and soft and stuff, and I don't like that. So maybe just straightening out this fucking trench coat to not be so weird like that might help. I very rarely do I do design lineups like this. Something very common you see, especially when people are like trying to finalize like little details. But I don't do this method a lot, honestly. I'm usually honestly quite one and done with character designs in terms of like transcribing what I'm thinking of onto a canvas, sort of thing. That's what mood boards help with too. Help you get sorted faster, you know? I find my design process has gotten a lot smoother since I've started using them, that's for sure. So another thing I was thinking of is like a little square design, like a patch or something. I just don't know what I would put on it. Also, I guess I kind of need a name for them. I mean, usually when you have cookie run OCs, they're just named after, like, they're just salted whatever, like, they're just whatever cookie. But this bitch probably also needs a name. That, or I'll just call them SC for short. Because saying salted caramel cookie every single time is a mouthful. Also, yes, I know I said in the same stream that I've never played a Danganronpa game, but I did add Danganronpa music to my stream, stream playlist, actually. I feel like I'm digging myself a form of a hole here. But I did add Danganronpa music to the playlist. I think I played most of the games on the playlist, actually. But I just keep adding game music. Playlist is now 6 hours long, by the way, the stream music playlist. Turtleneck could be cool. I can't think of turtlenecks or, like, those style of sweaters without thinking about the ones that have, like, the heart cut out in the chest. Are those the Virgin Killer sweaters? I don't remember what they're called. It's the ones with the heart cutouts I always think of now. Actually, I like that a lot. I feel like this second design really very quickly smoothed lines my issues with the first one. Makes the trench coat less bulky. I like the sweater underneath more than the shirt. And I already liked the boots in the pants and everything, so I feel like that really did just immediately streamline and fix my two issues. It's mainly the hat now. The hat, I have to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with that design-wise. Also, remember to save! Please, dear God, remember to save. Don't be like me, where I'm chronically bad at it, and I lose files all the time. Procreates automatically saves. Oh, you lucky bastard. To be fair, so does Clip Studio. There's an autosave feature, but it doesn't, like, save for you, it just auto-saves and everything, like it makes a backup file, essentially. So sometimes it's good that if it shuts it down without saving, it'll, like, bring back your file. Ooh, something with skull and crossbones. Crossbones are pretzels, and the skull's a cookie or something. Hey now! Hey now! Ollie, good idea. I'll shrink this one as a possible one, make it tiny, because I like that idea better, so I want to draw that one. Okay, let me draw another, like, patchy. Perfect. Alright, skull and crossbones. So, I'd have to get a reference of how they draw, like, cookie heads or whatever, but because they do have, like, shit like this, and pretzels. God, the pretzel sticks are so hard to convey in shitty sketches. It's just a shame, because those are my favorite. Hot take, should it be like a smiling one, or should it be just like sad? Actually, wait. Perfect. I do like that. If I go with the patch design, I do like that one actually as a little logo or something on the patch. Oh, another Cookie Run song. I actually drew the cookie that this is the theme of recently. Shobert shark. Shobert? That ice cream shit, you know? Watch out, this bitch bites. I'm sorry, I just realized if I put the spikes on the hat and stuff and the spikes on the back of the glove, he has so many, like, that's like the equivalent of just having, like, miniature knives sticking out of, like, all of your accessories. It's so funny, I'm sorry. Oh, they got me. Knowing my luck, seeing as, like, I thought about creating, like, a coffee cookie, like, right before they made one in the actual games. Knowing my luck, they're gonna make a salted caramel cookie soon, and it's gonna haunt me. Here's the thing, this concept, at least like the grave digger sort of thing, and shit, like, these concepts, I feel like are pretty good, because, like, they seem like they could be an actual character, but it also fills me with fear. Because on God, I swear, if they make a fucking salted caramel cookie, like, before the end of the year even, I'm gonna be so upset. It's like, damn it, my whole thing was to make a fucking idea that was, like, original and didn't exist in the game yet, and then they're gonna betray me. I feel in my bones. I'm usually good at calling stuff like that. I feel in my bones they're gonna do that shit now. Dev Sisters, if you fucking release fucking salted caramel cookie before the end of the year, I'm coming for you. And then I think since we more or less have like a design thing finalized, I think what we'll do next is I'm gonna take a break and eat some chips or some shit because I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna go do what I did last stream, which was last stream I shoved goldfish into my mouth really quickly. I'm gonna do that but with like flaming hot chips. And I'm also gonna let people know that we're gonna be moving on to the next part of the stream. But next I think we'll finalize like a pet design, I think. And then we can like focus on like cleaning him up a bit and doing like colors and stuff. And then I don't know if I'll do like a finished piece or a cleaned up ref of him in this stream, or if we'll do that off stream. But I definitely want to have his colors sorted by the time we're done here tonight. Now let's do the pet and shovel. God, I wish I could type. Good thing I'm not streaming or anything, where people can watch me mistype things in real time. Alright, so the idea for the pet, I'm gonna just take this. Come here, you. So, my idea is just a tombstone, because I'm very original. Honestly, it's the only good idea I could think of, is some form of tombstone. So, tombstone. And so let's think about what it can do. Because I don't want to go super in detail with this, because some people when they make Cookie Run OCs, they go very in detail about like what their abilities and stuff in the game would be. I might do that, because that sounds like fun, but I'm also streaming, and this is design focused, so we'll worry about, pardon me, concepts like that later. Basically, my main idea for this little guy, because we couldn't, basically if anyone has joined who wasn't here earlier, I couldn't decide if I wanted him to be like a happy to contrast how bitchy SC seems, or if I wanted it to be equally as pissy. So then I added the halo and wings as like an additional thing for the design, and then I had the idea that it switches between being like happy and cute or whatever, and then switches between like basically an angel and a demon thing. Don't ask me why, but it kind of reminds me of Starfruit Cookie's pet, the sheep, that like switches between like a daytime nighttime design. Although I use Starfruit so little, I don't fucking know what the difference between the daytime and the nighttime designs are. I just know that it is a pet that does something like this. Maybe it just does it when it's recharging. I don't fucking know. I don't play Starfruit enough. God, only if I did, I would understand things. So yeah, so like a happy angel one, and then like a pissy devil one. I don't know what it would do. Some pets like create potions. Some of them make like special like items that give you points and shit. I don't know what this bitch would do. So, I don't know, I guess I didn't really think about what kind of cookie fucking SC is. Some cookies are like, have different gimmicks, right? Like some of them destroy shit to make points. Some of them have like a lot of health regen stuff so they can run for a really long time, and the more you upgrade them, they can be fucking powerhouses to earn scores with. And then some of them are just pure point makers where they don't run for the longest of time, but like, fuck, could they get you some points, you know? I could try and make SC a mix between the healing, like self-healing branch of cookies and the destruction ones, I guess. And that could be like the angel and demon thing, where the angel one gives health items, essentially, and then the demon one would fucking, I don't know, give you something that you could wreck shit with. Basically, there's potions and shit in the game, so Angel could give health potions, and this bitch could give the big boy potions. So my thought is that, in line with like this gameplay related stuff, where I'm like, how would this work in the game? Probably something like SC's ability thing that they all have. It would be like using the shovel to like dig up the ground, and when they dig up the ground, it gives you like special jellies and stuff to collect that give you more points and whatever the fuck. Probably something like that, I guess. And then in theory, their upgraded ability with the magic handy would be like digging up special shit that's worth more points. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. We'll go with that. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't have a color scheme for him, I would probably just do this lineless. Probably because it'd be quicker, but let's do a very quick and dirty line art, I guess. Let's figure out some colors. So I like all these different colors for the hair. I also need to figure out what their skin tone's gonna be. Well, let me open up a handy dandy resource for skin tones. Where do I keep those now? Here we are. Ta-da! Well, as we've now just passed 11 p.m., I think we can officially say that I'm done, for the most part. I mean, I think I'm done, at least for everything I'm doing in this stream. But I think I am, in fact, done for the night. Thank you to anyone who tagged along while I designed this entire character from scratch. All the way from the OG concepts to going through the outfit, and then color passes, and then cleaning it up and getting like some final art done. Bye everyone. It was a good stream.